welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm Gem and I'm mummy to two. I have Livy who's 4.5 and I have Toby who is 7 months old. Today I thought I'd film for you the Mum Life Raw tag. I haven't actually been tagged. I feel a bit left out, but I thought I would do it because I find the questions quite interesting and I've loved seeing everyone else's videos on this. The first question is, describe your day as a mum today in one word. And I think my word would be hectic. I'm constantly going from here to there, cleaning, tidying, shopping, nursery runs, and I don't know how I had the cheek to say that I was busy when I had one child, because having two is a lot harder. I know a lot of people say that they just slot in and they fit into your routine, but I've found it really hard adjusting to having two children. So the second question is, what's the most challenging part about connecting with other mums? And for me, I just find it really hard to make new mum friends. When Livy was a baby, it was quite easy because obviously she was my first child. So I was going to lots of groups, or I was going to lots of activities, and I naturally just formed some friendships from having children similar ages, and I'm quite lucky that they've turned out to be really good friends actually. For me that was a really hard thing to do though, to step out of my comfort zone and go and meet new people, especially because I moved here literally 3 months before I got pregnant with Livy, so I didn't have any friends here anyway, so it was very important to me to make a nice group of friends. Since having Toby, however, I don't feel like I've made any new friends. I mean, I haven't been to as many groups and I haven't done as much as I did with Livy, and I do feel really bad about that. But I think it's hard because there's so many, like, I don't know. I think it's hard because I've got Livy. I feel like I've done it all and I don't need to go to the groups anymore, and I know I should, and I'm gonna make it my goal to start going to more groups. So yeah, I kind of rambled on that. I think what I was getting at is the hardest part is actually getting out of the door and stepping out of your comfort zone and actually just talking to people for me. So the third one is share one horrible poo moment. So I'd say my worst poo moment was definitely when Livy was about 2 or 3 weeks old. We went to the Metro Centre. And Matt, if you're watching, you'll know exactly what's coming here. We'd gone out, we were brand new parents, we'd gone to the Metro Centre, and Livy had a huge poo explosion. I mean, it was up her back, like to her neck, and I'm pretty sure there was some in her hair. It was disgusting. And you know, I was all smug, went in the changing bag to change her, and I'd forgotten a spare set of clothes. I mean, talk about sleep deprived and thinking I'd got my shit together, and I hadn't. So yeah, Matt had to run out of the toilets, he had to go to Boots or wherever it was he went and find some vests and a sleep suit for her. It was just manic. So number 4 is, how do you cope with public child meltdowns and tantrums? Oh, not very well. I try so hard to like keep calm. I'm like a duck, like I'm all calm on the outside, but inside I'm like raging. And I just have to really talk myself down. Usually she's very good when we're out, and the only problem is she runs off. She will run, she'll just go. But 90% of the time she's a good girl when we're out. But when she does have a meltdown, I stick to our discipline that we do at home, and I'll put her on timeout, even if we're in the middle of the supermarket, put the timer on my phone and put it next to her so she can see how long she's sitting there for, and then try and move on from that. If that hasn't worked, I will reset the timer and I'll sit there for as long as it takes. I really don't care if I have to sit in the supermarket all day, as long as I'm sticking to my discipline. 5 is, honestly, how much screen time does your child have? And my answer is a lot. We usually have the TV on pretty much all day. It's on in the background. Up until recently though, the last couple of weeks I've tried to not have it on in the day, and partly because Livy's been getting TV bans. That is our new strategy when it comes to getting her to behave. I'll say to her, if I have to tell you 2 more times so she gets 3 chances, then it's a TV ban for the day. If she gets 5 timeouts in the day, she gets a week's TV ban, and I'm going to go into it more in another video about how we discipline Livy, so I'll leave it there for now. Number 6 is what's your easy go-to dinner that you have at least once a week. And our go-to dinner is spag bol, and just because I can make it Slimming World friendly for me and put all the veg in there that they'll love, and yeah, it's just so easy to make. You can make it on a morning and then reheat it on the evening when you've made the pasta. It's so simple. Number 7 is, did you yell, cry or struggle today? So far, touch wood, I'm having a good day. I've been alright. I've been up since 4 because my mind has been racing and I've got so much to do that I can't seem to settle. So I'm expecting that I'll probably have a meltdown at some point today. It'll probably be in the witching hour when Livy's deciding that she doesn't want to eat a dinner or she doesn't want to go to bed. Number 8 is, what was the best moment of your day as a mum? So far. I would have to say the big smiles Toby gave me when I went in this morning and gave him his morning cuddle. He is such a happy baby when he wakes up, and he always wants to give you a big cuddle and smiles and giggles. He's just such a pleasure. And Livy's the same when you go in and wake her up actually. She just beams at you. Number 9 is, what is your secret guilty pleasure to reward your mum life? Mine has got to be chocolate. Not very Slimming World friendly, but I do. I love chocolate. That is my treat. On an evening I'll sit down and make myself up a little snack plate and it's always got chocolate on it. So my battery died and I only had 2 questions left, but I'm back, so I'll finish it off now. Number 10 is, how often do you experience mum guilt? And I have to say that I definitely experience this every single day, especially at the minute. Livy's started to be really jealous of Toby. It's something that she hasn't done really at all. Like, people said that she probably would when he was first born, but she was just brilliant with him, and she still is really good with him. She constantly wants to help out. She's no bother with him. It's just that now when I'm holding him, or if I'm spending one-on-one time with him, she will try and play up to get my attention. So I do feel really guilty because then I'm like, oh, I'm not spending enough time with her, and I think because she's in nursery all morning that I need to dedicate my afternoons to her. And then if I go out without them for a meal with my friends, which isn't very often, I'm feeling so guilty. But it's something that we really need to push aside once in a while and just take time for us and not feel bad in the choices that we make. Number 11 is, share one taboo thing about motherhood you think should be shared about more. Not shared about, sorry, talked about more. I think personally for me, postnatal depression needs to be talked about more. I think a lot of mums feel bad or feel like something's wrong with them, or that they shouldn't share it because they're scared, and that is not at all the way to go about it. There are so many amazing mums and people online that you can just talk to, or even just your doctor, and I don't think you should be scared to talk about it at all. I know with me, with Livy, I felt awful about it and didn't want to talk to the doctors because I was scared someone was going to take her away from me, or I don't know. But I think now it's more accepted and it's more recognised and it is being talked about more, but I still think there's more that could be done. So yeah, that's all the questions. I know a lot of you have already done it, so I'll just tag anyone that hasn't done it already. Leave me a link below if you do this video, as I'd love to see it. Thank you for watching and thank you for checking out my channel, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Bye!